You guys, Blessed YGO here, and I'm back. Finally, the quality on the mic sounds a lot better. I've been working. You guys have been so patient with me, and I really appreciate that. With all the previous videos, it was good commentary, bad quality. So the quality on this should be a lot better. I'll just be spitting out videos every single day until I get more consistent. Like I was supposed, I was planning on getting consistent, and Mike was just like, no. But with that being said, back to my shout outs. Couple quick shout outs to my sponsors. Shout out to Midwest Gaming, Pandemonium Gaming, and T4T Gaming. T4T offers tokens, all Yu-Gi-Oh accessories that you should need. Be sure to check them out below. I should have a link in the description. Also, Midwest Gaming posts all the top deck lists, from like the Remote Duel Extravaganza, the PPG Online tournaments, and the GGPGs. A quick shout out to DB Grinder and Grimoire Joe as well for helping me set up the channel. And it's just like my I'm back video, you guys. So I'm really excited. So let's get into the matchup today. Today I have Drytron versus Rockets. A lot of people have just been calling the Dragon Link, but I think like this version is like purely more Rockets. You know what I mean? Like abusing Recharger, trade. Like they were always abusing Tracer, but like like now the Rockets are just more essential to the combo. If you know what I mean. So I'm just gonna jump right into it. Got Daily B7. Everybody remembers him versus Ray's Thick Thighs. Ray loses dice roll. Says, "Oh no." All right, so the Dragon Maid player, Daily B7, opens up Tiding, Rocket Synchron, Gamma, which is a very strong hand trap if he's going second. Quick Launch in Chaos Space. And he also opens, the Drytron player opens Instant Fusion, Alpha, Dawn Knight, Foolish Burial, Cyber, Angel Ben 10. So he has like full combo through Gamma if he went first, actually, which is kind of nuts. And then we're going to go ahead and jump right into it. I think Tiding, I think Gamma's like not that much of like not that strong of a hand trap versus Drytron if you only have Gamma, like you know what I mean. So gonna start Chaos Space, discard the Rock and Synchron, keeps Gamma to make sure his Chaos Space resolves. And he also kept the Extender and then the Trap card for next turn, just in case like for some odd reason he can't play through everything, like he still has at least the Tiding. Ray Thick Thighs, please no. He said how to losing 1K to Nashville. He said please no bully. He just scoops. Well, that was a pretty quick game one. You hate to see game ones that quick, but I mean, there's pretty much nothing the Drytron player could have really done. I think he was in like Apollosa Savage. Like Apollosa pretty much kills like Drytron kind of. It's kind of like Apollosa versus Virtual Worlds, kind of like a FTK. Game two, he opened Safer, Quick Launch, Black Dragon, White Dragon, Ash Blossom. Well, a really strong hand, but unfortunately, he might not get a turn because Ashes is only interruption. The Drytron player opens up Cyber Angel Petite, Drytron Nova, Cyber Angel Benton, Drytron Alpha, and Foolish Burial. So at the moment, he has access to three different Drytron names and a Benton already in hand. Yeah, I don't think Ash is gonna stop him. He can start his turn in like several different ways, and Ash just really wouldn't matter. Um, he can start his turn foolish, but that plays more in the cards like Crow and Psycho Reader because you're gonna have to foolish, and then you're gonna have to tribute something from your hand, and I'll put like two things in grave because like you were always trying to only keep one light in grave until you got into like the meaty part of your combo. That way you just don't get like Psycho Reader at the start of your turn, and you have like no resources to recover from. Um, with this hand, I'd probably actually just start off Nova. I'd probably Nova for Zeta, and just see if Nova resolves. And then I go, hmm. Well, then I'd still probably be playing into Psych Reader at that point. And Nova's like your extender as well, so like it might just be better here to start your turn off going Alpha Ben 10 just to see what resolves. That's like the standard combo. It's like if he ashes something, you know where to go from there. Yeah, I think I definitely start my turn off Alpha Ben 10 here. That way, like if I get drolled, I haven't used like my Nova, my Foolish, etc. And that way, I already got to search off my Alpha if I get drolled, and I can make Fucho with the Nova. Oh yeah, so he starts off Alpha, tributing the Ben 10. And he doesn't Ash Blossom there. I think he's trying to hold the Ash for a Dawn Knight, but he has access to three Drytron names at this point, so Ash just wouldn't be relevant. I think it's Ben 10, and then Ben 10's effect is gonna trigger. You definitely don't Ash that. He gets the Orange Light, so now he's not able to Ash ever, because Petite's not important to the combo, so you can just Orange Light, get rid of Petite, and continue. A lot of people don't get Orange Light off their first Alpha Ben 10 search. I always get Orange Light because like if those two searches resolved, your Orange Light's always live. He Nova's here. Nova for Zeta, which is correct. And you just make Carrier off bat here, just to see if your Carrier resolves before you use the Zeta effect. That way, if you get like nibbed or something, your Dawn Knight's already engraved for a Sin. Now here you should go Zeta, Tribute Ben 10, because you need a Ritual spell to continue. Sorry about that. Let me turn this on vibrate. Give me 1 second. Group chat's going crazy while I'm making videos. Yeah, so like I was saying, yeah, if you have to go Zeta Benton here because you don't have a way to get a ritual spell unless you play like the machine guy, but then that's just bad. Yeah, so you go Zeta effect, tribute to Ben 10. So if he tries to ash there, you force out Orange Light and gets rid of a Cyber Petite. But it still resolves and he just gets full comboed anyway. But how many negates will he end on his ultimateness with? Unless he plays double Petite, I don't think he'd end with as many. Because like right now, your Ash is just gonna be a discard for your chaos space at this point because it's not going to resolve. You're not going to ash anything, or if it does resolve, it's not going to be relevant to stop. So he goes Ben 10 effect on there, and he goes ash there. In all honesty, you can pretty much just let that resolve because Ben was only going to get you. Ben was only going to get you another extender, and you have a ritual spell. Yeah, you just win this game. I don't think it was correct to ash the Ben 10. Because you go ritual spell and just bring it back. Dawn Knight sends Gamma. Or he sends Delta. So he wants to draw first. He's gonna go add back the ritual spell, Delta effect, tribute Ben 10, um, reveal the ritual spell, draw a card, and then Ben 10 search. Reveal the ritual, draw a card. Oh, he drew call by, so he's just guaranteed to win this game. Ben 10's gonna get you Manju. It looks like he's about to scoop. He's normal summon Manju, and he just grabbed Nocto, so pretty sure he's about to scoop. He just looked at his next card, just to check to see what it was. Um, yeah, he just admits defeat. That's pretty much how I like this format is right now. It's like when you know you're going second, when you're going second versus a deck, um, if you've already attempted to hand trap them, once or twice, and they just continued, you're probably not gonna win that game if they just blew right through them and put up what they were supposed to put up anyway. You can't because you're already starting your turn at a point where it goes minus. You're starting your turn at a point where you're going like -1 to -2, and then so you have either 4 to 5 cards in your hand, right? And then you're trying to play through 3 to 4 negates. So like the math just doesn't work in your favor there. But like he asked there and he kept watching because like if he ashes and it's relevant, his opponent doesn't end on multiple negates, then you just lose at that point. I mean, I don't think it was correct to ash. I think it was a little too late. In my first opinion, in my personal opinion, I think the only thing I have is Ash. I don't think he'll do much, so I'm gonna just try to stop you from starting at that point. A lot of people say, "Oh, just save the Ash for the Dawn Knight." But at that point, they should have like orange lights in their hand, et cetera, et cetera. It's like essentially, if the only thing I have in my hand is Ash Blossom, I'm probably gonna try to swap like the most relevant Drytron effect. Like Ash is probably gonna be used on a Zeta or a Alpha, depending on like the way they start the turn. and it's kind of like where you're playing against Virtual World, and like all you have in your hand is Ash, and like you don't want to get double VFD, but it's like, all right, I'm gonna just try to save this for the Lulu and just pray it gets me there. You know what I mean? So it's like it's kind of one of those scenarios. I'm just gonna go ahead and jump right into game three. If I do, let me see how long this game was. Let's see. I'll check how long it was after, so I don't see the winner. Almost played myself. Ooh, this should be a really, really good game for game three right here. So the Drytron player opens Ben 10, Rolling Lock, Nibiru, Ghost Bell, Ash Blossom. So he opened almost every single one of every single hand trap you could have. Only way I think his hand gets better is if Ben 10 is Manju. That way you get to a name plus a ritual, or if it's Ben 10 is a Nova. If the Ben 10 is a Nova, actually Manju might be a little better than Nova in this scenario, but like Nova or Manju should be able to get you there because you'll need one more card with them. Neither one gets you to like halfway to Union Carrier plus a replacement card. Um, so the Dragonlink player opens Claw by the Graves, Cyframe Gear Gamma, World Legacy Guard Dragon, Chaos Dragon Legionnaire, and White Dragon Wyvern Burster. So this is pretty bad for the Dragonlink player. Um, he doesn't have any starter cards, but fortunately for him, the Drytron player can't start the turn either. So it might just be a pass and it might just be set call by pass, and it might just be pass turn from the Drytron player. Yeah, so he's just gonna set call by pass turn. This is just getting better and better for Drytron player while getting worse and worse because you don't want to give Dragon Link a turn, especially on their turn. But like at this point, you literally have everything you could want to stop them. You're literally just praying for a name. So you're just gonna pass here, obviously. He draws Chambermaid. That's probably the most perfect dragon for him to draw in this scenario. Because I'm pretty sure he doesn't play black metal. It's just too many normal summons. And Chambermaid is just allows you to get so much on top of having World Legacy Guard Dragon as well. It's like he goes Chambermaid, and you don't want to ash that, but like Tiding is so powerful. It's like you want to save your ash for LP if like that's all you have. But like if you have all of this, do you want to, or like are you trying to droll him after Chambermaid, or are you trying to just stop the Chambermaid search after all? Because you can't play right now, and he has call by Tiding. Well, you know he's gonna get Tiding if he goes Chambermaid. So he goes Chambermaid. Like, do you stop this? Like, I want all you to think for a second. Like, you can see both hands. You know what's going on. If you were the Drytron player and you couldn't think, and like you didn't know what was in his hand, what's the first card you're stopping? Like, what are you using anything to stop this, or are you gonna draw him? Like, I just want to see your thoughts in the comment section below. So he goes Chambermaid, and he thinks, and he lets it resolve. And he grabs Tiding. And he draws him after that. Will he call by? I think if he call buys your draw, your best option is to chain Lancia. So that way you don't have to waste your Ghost Spell, and you can use Ghost Spell on your turn to stop something proactive. And it also stops your draw from getting call by, and it also stops Legionnaire, White, Black, etc. And he doesn't call by the draw. That's a resolve. And he can't activate Striker Dragon because of draw. So he goes World Guard Dragon to get Chambermaid. He goes Bell there. Now the thing is, if he calls by this Bell, you have to Lancet him. So I think at this point, it was just correct to let him play until you Nibiru him, right? Because like the only way I think the only way it's correct to Lancia early on, like when you both are struggling for this, because like you need to make sure you get to multiple turns, because like it doesn't look like you're drawing well for turn because you have so many hand traps in your deck. You can easily draw another hand trap for turn after just trying to stop him. Um, so like I think if you just save your Bell and you just essentially, because like now he can go banish black for white, link into link into Romulus, white effect. Like yeah, you should have full combo after this. And he has the call by for your Lancia, because you wasted your ghost bill. Oh, he changed the call bar to this. Now you 1,000% change Lancia. Like you chain Lancia to this. No. Okay. I thought he wasn't gonna chain the Lancia. World Legacy stays. Oh no, he ghost build it. He ghost build it. He ghost build it. Sorry. He can't banish black for white either. He attacks for 1,000. He's gonna set tidying and passes. Tidying is really good because it works like DD Crow in his deck. He draws call by. This is so unfortunate for him, bro. I honestly feel really bad for this guy. He just wasn't drawing anything to help him play. That's why I was saying like that dry, like Manju, or like even a Nova just could have been 1,000% better there. It's like now you have to pray your Nibiru gets you there. And he's already started playing. He said one pass again. So it's been what, 3 turns for the Drytron player? He's drew 3 cards and just hasn't activated anything but hand traps. He's gonna go in phase, tidying, bounce the striker in the back row, which is really good though, because now uh, he can go, on his turn, he can go tidying, special summon back chambermaid, make another free striker dragon. And he draws recharger for turn, which is, this might just be game, for the Drytron player, he might just die. Oh, still in the in phase, he calls by chamber, which is really good. He was trying to communicate to his opponent that he was doing that, but his opponent just kind of clicked next turn too quickly. So that play actually would have been game winning if he didn't draw recharge for turn. Like actually, game winning. That's kind of crazy. Ray's actually playing very correct. It's played super correct. Um, yeah, actually really like the way he's using sand traps. The only thing that I thought was questionable was the ghost bell on the guard dragon, but I think I think it was pretty smart because it lets him move a guy every turn. You just don't want that. Recharging the striker. Striker's gonna add boot. Oh, he ashes it. He's gonna summon white. I got black. I got white. What you want? Turn the Romney. So you have to hope Nibiru gets you there, right? But like, if you Nibiru him, oh, this is unfortunate. Yeah, you lose. Because you have 2 cards in hand, he has Legionnaire. So if you hand trap him, you have 0 cards in hand because he's going to Legionnaire. So Ravine send Chambermaid, trap card for Chambermaid, Chamber, add Tiding. Oh, does he only play 1 Tiding? Okay. So it's going to summon LP, go get white, and then he's going to turn black into Pisty, striker. And this is where you Nibiru. You Nibiru him before he uses LP and gets all that stuff out the decks. Before he gets Safer and Brotar out the deck, or Tracer, you Nibiru right here. Just want everybody to know that. You Nibiru before he uses the LP effect. Usually Striker is Pisty, but he's doing it to save to play around the Nibiru a little bit. But regardless, you Nibiru here. You Nibiru here. Don't wait to use the effect. You Nibiru up. And wait to use the effect. Okay, I thought you was gonna wait till it resolved. Okay, yeah. You don't wait for it to resolve. I've seen so many people wait for it to resolve. Chaining it to the activation is fine as well. But the thing is, pretty sure you still lose this game because you just gave him a 1,000, 3,200 token, zero defense though, but 3,200 attack. Legionnaire is gonna shuffle this back in your hand, so you're gonna have to. All right, so for turn, after he drops Levy, you're gonna have to Nibiru swing into the token because Levy can't attack. You're gonna have to hope you draw like a really draw a module for turn would be nuts. That would be just absolutely insane. Yep, it's gonna shuffle the Ben 10. Oh my god, he drew prep. That would have been so good. That would have been so fucking good if he had the Richard spell engrave. Oh, he needed to be a Manju. So yeah, you're just gonna here you're just swinging into the Nibiru token and passing turn. Or actually, hear me out. Do you swing into the Legionnaire because it's a dragon and just crash? Or do you attack the token? Because token's only two or more attack than Legionnaire. So damage regardless except for the fact that Nibiru lives if you attack the token. Like are you really that's I wonder what he's gonna do here. I personally reading right now from what I've seen, um I know he has Ravine for next turn. Regardless of like what he draws, he can just discard it off Ravine. I'm already at 4K. Yeah, I look he probably just attack the token here. It sucks, but like I wish I could. Yeah, I was gonna say it sucks. I wish I can get rid of the Levy and live, but next turn he just has to put the token in attack and swing for 4K, and I'm dead. So draw safer for turn. Nothing you could do about that. Nothing you could do about that. Yeah, it's kind of good that you didn't attack the Levy in there now. Still unfortunate. So you go safer effect. It's an Absol Router effect. Add Rocket. Almost on a Rocket effect. Special Absol Router. And this is just where it gets out of hand here. He's gonna mill 5, add 1. He had a driver. Swing to Nibiru, swing for Brotar effect to get rid of driver. That was actually really cool. Add Tracer, and then Eli swing for another 3K. Does he not take damage from this? No, he probably just forgot to do it. So he Levy shuffles back the card. So he's just Levy looping. So you're just not one at this point. Cause you have nothing. Yeah, he just commits defeat. So you have no like one card combo you can draw and just be like, I'm here. That's why I always want to play some cards in this deck that just like nets you. I always want to figure out like a good pot necessarily to play in Drytron. I feel like you'd have to play like a lot of 3 Fs to be honest, but you don't really use everything in your extra deck. But sometimes a lot of stuff comes up, you know. But having the extra pot could just push you through a lot of stuff sometimes. Like in this situation where you have nothing to draw, like in that situation you could draw extravagance for turn, extravagance for 2, and then draw like alpha benten. Like, oh my god. You already went through so much stuff, you have a high chance of drawing it. I don't know, yeah, I don't know if the pot's good in this deck. Like I'm not saying Strav is good or over prosperity in this deck. I personally own like both. But I just think that Drytrons or like when you get the Z monster it's fine. But like right now I just think like you need like extra draw sometimes. You know what I mean? Like that's why Delta's like very good sometimes because like it just gets you an extra card that could be anything in your deck. So your opponent doesn't know like what that could be. It's not something specific that you search and they see, so like they have knowledge of. Like knowledge is very powerful in Yu-Gi-Oh. But with that being said, you know, first matchup back, very exciting. Game three going to the Dragon player. I thought the Drytron player was gonna draw, you know, some very so like anything at all, any Drytron name at all. To be honest with you, almost any single name. And I thought he was actually just gonna win the game, but Dragon Link wins the game here. It just shows you like when Dragon Link starts, like it's just a lot easier to start in Dragon Link than it is to start in Drytron. You know what I mean? Any level 4 lower dragon starts your combo in this. Like any one. Like you don't need two specific ones. You don't need one specific one. Like any one. But with Drytron, you need like any two Drytrons or like Ben 10 and 8. You need any two Drytrons, but Drytrons can't be like Gamma and Delta. I mean, like it can, but it won't really get you anywhere. 'Cause like you can Gamma effect, tribute Delta for calls. Delta's already engraved, and you can resolve a special. The same Delta you tributed from grave for Gamma because special summon is optional, and you can make one card Unicarrier that way without using. That's a one card effect that way, but like you have to have it prior, and you have to waste your Gamma early on to do so. You don't really net anything out of like tributing early on. Other than that, though, this was a great game. Love to see it from Deadly B7. Raised Thick Thighs was a hell of a sport. Nice to see it. Love to see it for real, for real. You hate when somebody's on Dueling Book and they're just being like a dick, basically. like, bro, this is just online practice. Like, nothing matters if it's not like in real life with real cards. Like, it doesn't go on your resume or anything. It's like, bro, chill. But you love to see like good communication between both players. Friendly talk. Yeah, like I said, you guys, with that being said, first video back, very strong, very solid. Hope you guys enjoy. I have a ton more coming at you guys. Blessed Yu-Gi-Oh! Signing out. Oh, let me know what you guys think about the quality. Peace.